Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the classroom with Architect Mark. Tonight, we're going to go back to SketchUp and we're going to use a tool from the program that came out with its early releases. It's almost forgotten that it has this feature right now. It's one of the more useful features that you can find within SketchUp, which is the photo match. And what we're gonna do today is we're going to photo match an interior, and I will tell you all about the tool and how it's being used in order to achieve the photo match. So let's head on over to the classroom. I have my keyboard and mouse here on the ready, and the data that we're going to work with is this photo. So this photo has been measured, and here are the measurements. So what we want to do is we know the vertical of this and the width of this. So I just started my timer now. So we're gonna make a plane or a box that has these measurements first. And so it's gonna be 2792 and 2140. And we want to be aligning it to the origin. So let's make a box that is 200 millimeters thick and 2792 according to that image. So let's put this on the origin and then raise it up by 2143. All right, so we have our origin here, and we're basically photo matching this wall to that wall in the picture over there. So let's move Mark here forward a little bit so that we can see him in the space when we do start the photo match. So we only have two measurements here, but we will do the photo match using a single wall. So start the process by entering photo match, which you can find here in camera. So match new photo. So it's asking us what photo do we want to match. We're gonna go to here, and so we want to put that photo in the frame. So what happened was SketchUp is now showing us a reference grid, and let me walk you through what we have here. Yellow is the horizon line. These pairs of rods, let's call them rods, control the perspective angles, and when you move them, the position of the vanishing points, these two right here, the one where red is originating and one where green is originating, those change as well. So because we have our wall on the origin, we can just place the origin on this part of the photo right here. So we're gonna do that first. And let's approximate it like that. You can zoom into it if you want to be more accurate. So let's put it there. And since we know the height, we're sure that this line should be aligned to that line over there. But that's already the next step. What we want to do now is to align these rods to objects in our photo that share this perspective plane. So the red lines we're going to align with this and this floor right here. So let's do that first. So what you want to do is move the handles to match the photo as close as possible to determine the a set of vanishing points that are realistic or similar to the photo. So that looks pretty nice. And we're gonna do the same with the green lines here. So I'm over here. And you want to be aligning them to match the perspective on the photo. There. Your photo, your model will definitely move, and that should be okay. You should not mind that outright. So there we go. So right now, we have aligned our 2-point perspective grid to this wall and this wall. So now what we want to do is to scale our drawing to match the height that we're expecting, which is this height right here. And how you do that is by scaling the photo, and you scale it by aligning yourself with one of the one of the points of the origin projections. This is the Z projection, this is Y and X. So we align it with blue, Z, and then we just scale it to match this wall height right here. So as you can see, since this is obscured, this looks pretty much correct. And that right there is already, we can say that that is a photo match already. And we're gonna do, when we're satisfied with the photo match, like for example, we are right here, you can go to the tray and say that you're done, so that the reference movement is locked in. You can change this eventually, but know that it only really affects a single scene. So it doesn't do anything to your model except generate a scene that has a photo as a reference on it. So let's say we're done, and let's create some of the other walls that we find right here. So as you can see, when you try to make an object, here you're already drawing on the space. So just crudely do the wall here, and then make another projection here. And see where that lines up. Do a line right here, and we can push that thing up. Let's just use move right now because we just want to quickly try modeling this space. And as you can see, somehow we're already creating the space that we have matched our photo with. So this is just a crude development of the space, but rest assured, when you're done with this, it will pretty much act as if the it will be using values on the screen that are pretty much aligned with your real world uh, model, or should I say, our our real world objects. So let's do the floor as well. Just use a rectangle to match this and the other part there. So you can see, since we activated an orbit, it released us from the photo match, but you can easily go back to it by pressing the scene marker, and you'll automatically be transported back to the scene where you can see our photo. So this goes on, that continues on. So let's just do that. Push it forward and remove unnecessary elements. Let's create a rectangle here. And then remove this. Then let's create a rectangle here. So this obscures our view earlier. And let's check it out. Now let's do the ceiling as well. Reverse face it so that we're looking at the inside. So we go back to photo match. You can see that it pretty much aligns with the entire space. So you can, let's try to create like this fan here to prove that our photo match is pretty accurate. So right now we're drawing a circle on the face. And let's just move it a little bit. And see. Yeah. So that is the relative position of that fan there. And if we move Mark behind it, look back in the photo match. So that's what you see. It's pretty accurate, right? So when we're on photo match, everything's in X-ray mode, so you can see what's happening there. So that's a very simple and quick overview of photo match. We can go to the options over here on the right on our next video, but that's pretty much that was a pretty painless execution of the photo match tool. Using only a single wall, we were able to generate basically the entire room based on this photo alone. So yeah, I hope you learned something tonight, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the rest of the photo match session. Maybe we'll check out some exterior shots and try our hand at developing a building, a skyline. We'll see. Okay, see you guys soon. Take care. Good night.